let us move on to the exact system of this journaling. And most of the method that I use for my journaling is bullet journaling by Ryder Carroll. So you'll see many resemblance along with it, because the method of BuJo, that is bullet journaling, is so flexible that you can incorporate it in any kind of journaling. And while I explain you that, I will be telling you the reasons for the same as well. Okay, so just to begin with, the system of bullet journaling basically combines different types of organizing methods that we are aware about. For example, let us say those diaries that we fill out, those organizers or calendars that we fill out, which has this list of time of half hour, that schedule, like from 8 a.m., then 8:30 a.m., then 9 a.m., then 9:30 a.m. They have this space with time on one side and an empty space on another side. So such type of diaries or such type of things are called planners. Okay, so what does the planner do? Planner will tell you exactly at what time you have to do what, or where you will be, or what you should be doing. Alright, that is what is a planner. Fine, which mostly the office people use, like let's say to log in their meetings, or to have an idea of whether they are free to take to book some other meetings or not, and so on. Alright. Then they have some another column aside, which is just empty for writing your tasks. Okay, so what do you mean by task? Now, task and planner are two different things. Task means what you will be doing in that particular time. Let's say if 11 o'clock, let's say if 1 to 5 is my class. Okay, so from 1 to 5, if I have a class, that will go in my planner. What I will be doing in that class will go in my task list. I hope I'm clear. What I will be, let's say I have to take the list of materials, then I have to follow some steps in that particular class. Everything, all of those things will go in my task. So planner and task list are two different things. Alright. Now, there is one more thing which is called journaling. So journal, or maybe a diary, sorry, I just could not make a circle. So journal is what, let's say I have a class from 1 to 5 that goes under planning. What all I have to do before and during the class and maybe after the class goes in the task list. How I felt in that class. What is my experience in that class? Did I get new students? Did the new student come up with some creative idea? Did I enjoy teaching those students? Did I come up with a new idea? All these things, basically the experience during that class will come under journaling. So this system of BuJo is a bit of all. So journaling is like a diary writing. Fine. Planner is like that organizer. And task list is like a note taking. All of this together at one place in one journal is bullet journaling. And this is the method which is so effective that I don't have to keep on opening 10 different books and go at 10 different places to understand how my day was. Also, if I reflect it, means after a month, if let's say I'm coming up with some new class, okay, and if I want to remember that, okay, how was the previous experience, I can simply go back because I have the planner as well. I can find out according to my task list what worked, what did not work, etc. from the same page. Okay, so that is basically the system. But before noting down anything, we need to understand how to note it down. So writing any particular thing is called logging in terms of journaling. To just write down something, okay, to save something, that idea is called to log something. All right. So let's say I'm just going to explain you this most important practice that you all need to do before any kind of journaling is before you start any kind of journaling. And also I would like to promise you all one thing, that once you catch hook of this particular uh, log or logging system, 20% to 30% of your life is going to be easy. The productivity will increase, mindfulness will increase. This is my personal experience, and not only with myself but with my clients as well. All right, so this is what we are going to understand, and this system by Ryder is called as rapid logging system, and you can call it whatever you want. It's just that I would like to respect the person who came up with this system, and I am calling it with the same name, rapid logging system. Let us understand. Now, when you start with your day, or when you start with your work, or when you want to sit and plan for your day, what we do is we sit down and we tend to, make such boxes, and we write whatever we want to do, our notes. You must have seen this system, if not boxes, circles maybe, or whatever, right? But we tend to sit and write a long list of whatever we want to do. I want you to understand this thing about that. Rapid means fast. Not only the time taken to write, but the time taken to think and the time taken to recollect. Everything should be fast. Otherwise, writing itself will take so much of time that you will feel, oh, why do I sit and write? Instead, I should have done that work. Correct? So, rapid logging will be something which has to be quick. Okay? Yet, it should have everything on it. For example, let us say that I am planning my friend is planning a dinner this weekend. Okay, so my friend had called yesterday that are you available on so and so day, and she asked me to revert today. So I said that okay, let me find out my schedule by tomorrow and then I'll call you back. Fine. So what will be my task? This is like the whole story. What will be my task? That I have to call Varsha back to figure out whether we can have dinner at let's say at so and so place on so and so time on Saturday. Okay, so I know all this in my head. Correct. So instead of writing this whole statement, I will be writing Varsha, because that is the main person whom this log is concerned with. Okay. Call. What call? So it's like a reply or a revert. You can write a short form. What do you have to call? When do you have to, when are we, what all the other points of talking? So Saturday evening, let's say Saturday, 5 p.m. Gorega. Okay, so in this much place, my whole idea, that whole long statement is logged. Am I clear? Yeah. Next is, let's say I have to write, I just got an email from the institute with some forms which are supposed to be filled, and I have to fill the correct blanks and sign and turn it into PDF and send them back before we proceed with our class. Okay, before we start with our lectures. All right. So now what do so this is like a lot. Correct. So how do I write this? I will write it. Let's say if it's an institute. So let's say I will write it as the name of the institute. Okay. I will say forms or fill forms. All right. But I have to ask one of my mentor about few questions with respect to this form. Okay, so let's say my mentor is Shraddha ma'am. So what will I say? Shraddha ma'am asked out okay, then once I clear my doubt, I will fill in the forms. Okay, I will sign and I will dispatch it. All right, so this much is enough to understand what I have to do. Let's say in my office I have to give a presentation, and this presentation is due, let's say, on 12th of this month, that is 10 days after. So I just want to remember that while I'm doing this, I just recollect that oh, I still have to make the presentation. Fine, now I am in the process of making the presentation, the work is being done, so I don't have to note that down. What I have to note that down, that I craft PPT due on 12th. I hope I'm clear. Right? Next, let us say I simply realized that okay, I was feeling very excited, or I'm very happy about how the presentation is coming up. All right, and I have shown this presentation, a rough draft, to one of my colleague, and my colleague liked it very much. So I am feeling even better that okay, also that colleague gave me some ideas how to alter few stuffs here and there. So I got new ideas, and I am grateful of that colleague, that okay, that colleague shares what important points are on. The colleague is honest with me to help me in making it better, and I'm feeling good about it. Correct, I'm feeling happy about it. Fine, so what I will write that okay, my colleague, let's say Swapnil, shared improvement points okay, appreciated rough draft. All right, and this increased my excitement. All right, let's say I have since I have this due on 12th, I simply recollected, since 12th was not my working day. Okay, I had an off on 12th, but so I had already planned let's say an outing with my daughter somewhere, but the presentation time is coinciding with that. So what will I do? I will cancel that plan, or I will postpone that plan. Correct, basically first of all I will have to write down cancel plan of 12th. Whatever that plan is, I have to cancel it or rearrange it or whatever. Right, so first I have to cancel and then I have to rearrange. That is the next thing to do. Right now I have to cancel. Okay, all right, then I remember that okay, coming 3 to 4 days there is a birthday of my friend's daughter, and I am supposed to order a cake for her, and also I have to remember she had given me specification that okay, the cake should have this pink color, and the cake should have these the pictures of inside out characters on it. So I have some specification. So what I'll do, I will write order cake. Correct, and what else will I do? Order cake. I have to remember that the delivery should be before, on the day, on the party. So party on 6th. Order cake, what are the points? It should be pink, inside out characters. Alright, let's say I will need some more. Okay, this was like for the first time of the day. Fine, on the first half of the day. Then after working, after filling up this form, I realized that I will need more time. I won't be able to submit it tomorrow. I will need more time. So what I'll do is I will ask if I have place here. All right. If I don't, I will write it here itself. Extend submission date. Where do I have to extend this? ATH. All right. Then let's say I go ahead. I after this, so this much I have written it in the morning, and now in the evening, like after the whole day is over, after I come back from my class, I had my, let us say I have my class, I have to go to my class today from 1 to 5. So when that is over, I come back and I just want to, at the end of the day, I am logging in about what I did in the rest of the day. Correct? So let's say if I found a lot of traffic on my work, and therefore I had to just drop the auto and I had to go via train. Also, I remembered that in that particular place where I just got down, I wanted to try this new shop which just opened up, and it has, from outside at least, it has a great collection of clothes. Also, when I took train, it felt really good because it was fast, and I reached my frustration which was there due to the traffic had reduced, and of course it was cheaper. So all this was like my experience of the day which I wanted to write about. Fine. So what will I do? I will just simply write it down that traffic on the way to work at 12 noon. Okay, so I know that, all right, at that particular time we had a traffic. Fine. Took train, saved money, new shop, and suddenly my daughter comes in and she tells me that we have to go to this trip, and they need their parents to come along, and she wants to go. So again, all these questions, but it's too late. But I agree to that trip, and I know that I have to plan on that trip. If not today, maybe some other day. So what I did, I spoke so much. So if I had to sit and write a long, a very long version of it, it would fill up pages and pages. And all right, it would fill up pages. I would feel good to write it, but ticking it off would be difficult. Coming back, reviewing it would be even more difficult, because every day if I write so many long pages, just think of how much time that would consume. And our task of using bullet journal is not to increase the productivity. It is to increase the productivity and not to take more time. Correct? Also remember, in your logging, you don't have to log daily routine stuff. I have seen many people writing down, go to office, make lunch, eat dinner. That you have to do. You don't have to, that comes in an automatic mode. You don't have to use your diary to tell you to do that. Right? You will do it any which ways. Alright, so that is not a thing that you need to log into your journal or into your diary. Okay, so skip all those things out. Fine. Now, once you know how to write your rapid logs, the next thing that you have to understand is how to mark them. Meaning, instead of giving them such boxes and then just ticking it off or just crossing it off, we will have an efficient system to actually understand how to go ahead with this particular log system. Okay, or if for this particular, let's say, whatever note we have or whatever journaling we have done for this particular day, we will see how to label it. All right, now there are three things in this. First of all, anything that you think is a task or a to-do list, you put a point in front of it. Anything is like an experience or an event, you put an open circle in it. Okay, anything which is just like a note, it is not a to-do thing, or it is not even experience, it's something that you have to just remember in that particular thing, so you can just give a dash to it. If it is some kind of feeling or some kind of mood, you can give a double dash to it. Okay, so let us just see. So these are your key, and these are called bullets. Okay, so let us understand which one goes what. So Varsha, I have to call with a reply at Saturday 5 p.m. Gorega. Fine. So what is this? I have to revert with a call, so it is a task. For ATH, I have to fill forms, so it is a task. I have to talk to Shraddha ma'am and clarify the doubt, so it is a task. iCraft PPT is due on 12th. Okay, this is not a task. I just have to remember that it is due on 12th, so it is a note. Alright. So Apnal shared improvement points, appreciated rough draft and increased my excitement. So this is what? This is a kind of mood that I feel. Okay, it's not, let's say it is not a note, it is not a task, it is talking about how I felt. Alright. Then cancel plan of 12th, because 12th I have a PPT due. So again that will be a task. I have to order cake for party which is on 6th. This is the note. It should be pink. It should be inside out characters. Alright. I have to extend the submission date. Again note. So again, what was this? There was a traffic on the way to work. I took a, so this is just like a note. Correct? Or maybe this is like an experience. That there was a traffic on the way to the work today. And I took a train, and this is nothing. I don't have to tick, it's done. But it is an experience. Alright. What I have to do in this is, I have to remember that, okay, I have to try this new shop. That's a note. And I have to plan a trip. Alright. So this is how the bullet goes. Now let us say at night, I will do something which is called PM reflection. Okay, I will do something which is called PM reflection. PM reflection means a reflection that you do at the end of your day. Now, at the end of the day, what I'll do, I will go through this and I'll see that whether I have completed this or not. Alright, so let's say this is my task. So if I have completed my task, I will put a cross on that task. Okay, so completed. Let's say for some reason I have not completed the task. Alright, so what will I do? I will be thinking that why I have not completed that task. So let's say I tried calling Varsha, but she didn't pick up. So I will call her again tomorrow. So what did I do? I forwarded my task. I made it. I told myself that this is not done today. I will be doing it later on. Correct? I hope I am clear. Yes. So I have changed the task on maybe some other date. Fine. I have moved rather the task on some other date. So what is this moving of task? How to notify, how to move the task on some other day is what I have to understand here. So let us say you are moving the task on some other date of which pages you have already you have in your data. Let us say we are thinking about this week itself. We are making logs of this week itself. And if your task is something which has a date, even if it is taken ahead to the next date, right? So I know that if, let's say, if today is 2nd July, I know that I have to complete this task on 3rd July. So such kind of tasks are called migrated tasks, and they are supposed to be done with a forward arrow. Forward arrow means migrated task. That means you have a fixed date to write that. Alright, so I am going to forward this task. When? Tomorrow. So either I move to the next page, I write 3-7 and I rewrite this task. Okay. Next is, let us say if I have to fill this form. I have filled the forms and okay, I have not filled the forms. I know that this extension, I have to ask for an extension date. Correct. And let us say whatever doubt I had, Shraddha ma'am is not going to answer it because that is the question for some other department. Alright, so I called Shraddha ma'am, but she couldn't answer my doubt, so the doubt still remains. However, that activity got cancelled is what I understood. So what I'll do is, I cancelled it. Meaning that is irrelevant. So if I cancel something, that is irrelevant. So now I know that I have to find out some other source to finally get an answer for that, the correct source. So I was wrong. I was asking the wrong person. Are you understanding what cancelling the whole thing? Cancelling does not mean completed. Cancelling means it was irrelevant. I was wrong in making that task at the first point. Okay. What else did I do? I ATH fill the form. So now I don't know when I will extend. I don't know when I will solve that doubt. So I don't have a fixed date. Maybe next week. Okay. So such things are not labeled forward. It's labeled with a backward arrow, and such things are called scheduled tasks. Okay. Where the date is not fixed. So I gave an idea that please, I want to schedule this task to some other date, some forwarded dates. Okay, I hope I am clear. Yeah, fine. Next, let's talk about this. So this is not a task, this is just a note. So I don't have to do anything about it. Alright. Again, this is not a task, it is just a kind of mood or a feeling that I am just noting it. So again, I don't have to write anything about it. Cancel my plan of 12th, it's done, so I will cancel it like this. Okay. I've ordered the party, it's done, so I'll cancel it like this. Alright. However, I know that I have to re-ask them. So I will write a new one. New note here. Follow up tomorrow. So if it is follow up tomorrow, I will definitely give a forward arrow to it. Plan trip, again I am following it up to tomorrow. This is an experience, correct? However, I want to write more about this experience. I want to talk more about this experience to somebody. So what will I do is, I will, about the new shop, let's say. So new shop's notes, I expanded that note, right? And instead of just a dash, I will add plus in this. That means I have to talk about this to somebody. So I can write plus Rachna. So that's my sister. So I have to talk to her about the new shop that is opened, and I'll be expanding that again tomorrow. Okay. I hope the way, the system of how to tick your rapid logging is clear. Try doing this for at least a week to get a hold of how to rapid log your stuffs and how to tick mark it, how to give bullets to your stuffs. Alright, so if you all want, share your logs with me and I will help you out as well. Also, if you have some question like what will this be, will it be an event or will it be a feeling or a task or a note, feel free to send a WhatsApp on me on my personal number Here's the number, you all already have it. I'll help you out. So this is the first thing that you all have to have a hold of. Once you know exactly how to do this, all kind of journaling will be really, really easy. Okay, you can do this on some diary, or you can do this on a regular page. I mean, I just simply do it. I do it for twice a day, 1 a.m., 1 p.m. So AM reflection is whatever I have migrated. On the next day, I'll make sure to rewrite it so that I don't have to see this again. I have rewritten everything, and I will plan my day accordingly. Okay, so before I do my planning of my day, that what I have to do in the morning, afternoon, evening, I don't have time wise planning. It's more of like what I'll do in the morning, what I'll do in the afternoon, and what I'll do in the evening and at night. So 4 parts, I just write it down as a planner, not exact time wise, but as just a plan wise. Or if you are doing it exact time wise, fine. Before starting to write stuffs in your planner, do a rapid logging first. Okay, or make this itself your planner. That also becomes really easy. I hope I'm clear, and I would be waiting for your inputs over this. And this video is only for those who have subscribed for the yearly journaling. So please avail the offer because it is included in your package. Do share your logs with me and allow me to be a part of it. Make sure that it's a safe thing with me. It's quite a confidential risk will not be there. Okay, fine. Thank you very much. Bye bye. See you in the next video.